Hi everyone, good morning. Welcome to Be Inspired. We are on the best part of YouTube learning channel, and in today's video we are just going to complete that HCF exercise 3.6. And what is HCF and what are the different methods of HCF, that all we learned in the previous classes. And we are going to solve the questions and exercise 3.6. And students, I already completed solving first chapter and second chapter NCERT Maths textbook for the 6th class I am doing. And now I am doing playing with numbers, that is chapter 3. And I am doing exercise 3.6. Okay students, if you have any doubts on first chapter and second chapter, you have already videos are there according to the playlist, so you can just go through it and you can clear your doubts. And still, if you have any doubt, just you can ping me in the comment section. I'll clear your doubts. Okay students, I'm just if you are the first time you are watching my channel, please share, like, subscribe my channel, and there is a notification bell icon. If you hit the bell icon, what will happen? Just simply you'll never miss my updates. So please students, just please share, like, subscribe my channel. Okay, and now without getting late, we'll start our class. So in the morning session we completed in the previous session we completed HCF of given numbers. They given some numbers to us, and for those numbers only we find HCF. And now what they are asking, what is the HCF of two consecutive numbers and two consecutive even numbers, and at the same time two consecutive odd numbers. So we'll try to find out that. So we will just go for any other numbers to, of course you all know that consecutive numbers are those numbers which are side by side. I'm just going to take consecutive numbers, that is 6 and 7. If you want, you can go for any other big number. So we all know that the factors of 6, simple, 2 3s are, and whereas 7 is a prime number, 7 1s are only we'll get. And of course you all know that 1 also will come, because if you go for further calculation, you'll get 1 like this. So what is the common factor here? So HCF of two consecutive numbers is nothing but 1. And now in the same way we'll just find out for HCF of two consecutive even numbers. So my consecutive even numbers are 10 and 12. 2 5s are 10, and for 12, 2 6s are 12, 2 3s are 6. 10 is equal to 2 into 5, and 12 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3. Of course here we have one common number, that is 2. So always the HCF of two consecutive even numbers is nothing but 2. Now in the same way, HCF of two consecutive odd numbers, because we already know that the divisibility rule of 2 is nothing but all the even numbers are divisible by 2. Okay, so here I am taking the two consecutive odd numbers are nothing but 3 and 5, or you can go for 9 and 11 also. I just consider 3 and 5. The factors of 3 is 1 3s are 3, and in the same way 5 is 1 5s are 5. So here my HCF is 1. Means HCF of two consecutive odd numbers is 1. HCF of two consecutive numbers is also 1. HCF of two consecutive even numbers is always 2. I hope you understood the class. And now we'll move on to the next question. The question they given here is HCF of coprime numbers 4 and 15 was found as follows. By factorization, 4 is equal to 2 into 2 and 15 is equal to 3 into 5. Since there is no common prime factor, so HCF of 4 and 15 is 0. Is the answer correct? If not, what is the correct HCF? Of course students, because the answer is wrong, because he didn't find all the factors of 4. So today we will find all the factors of 4 first. 1 4s are 4, 2 2s are 4. As the number came same, so we will stop finding the factors. And for 15 also, 1 15s are 15, 5 3s are 15, or you can go for 3 5s are 15 also. 1 2 4, and for 15 we have 1 3 5 and 15. So what is the common factor here we will get, friends? Is 1. Automatically HCF also will become 1. Why? Because there is no other number, and among the common factors, which is the biggest one, that we will select as HCF, right? But here the common factor itself is 1, so that is the reason I have to select 1 as a HCF itself. And now coming to this, the HCF of 4 and 15 is 1. Means in one table you will get 4, one table you will get 15. Of course, in one table all the numbers will come. And what is the correct HCF is 1, not 0. Why? Because this is the reason, because we have to find all the factors. This is the only reason we can give for that. Okay, so the HCF of co-primes is 4 and 15 is not 0, is 1. Of course, the definition itself is saying that HCF co-primes, when you can say those two numbers belongs to co-primes, when the HCF will be 1, then we can say that those numbers belongs to co-primes. But whereas here what he is showing here, he is saying that the factors or the co-primes HCF is 0, and he is also saying that 4 and 15 are co-primes. By the definition itself, it is proving that it is wrong. No need to find out the factors and no need to do all these things. You can just simply go through the definition also. Just simply go through the definition. You can write the definition. Co-primes means if HCF is equal to 1, then only we can call those numbers as co-primes. So here he is saying that HCF of co-prime numbers 4 and 15 was found as follows. Means what? He is saying wrong. And one more thing, what 4 and 15 are co-primes, definitely their HCF should be 1. That is the main reason here. Okay, students? So in this class what we learned, we just find out the HCF of two even numbers and two odd numbers, and then we find out the HCF of the given numbers, and for that we are going to check also. We just checked each and everything. This is the topic we just learned here, and we have a continued division method also. It will come in the future classes, so in that class I'll explain. And what is the thing we find out, finally we achieve here, what things we can understand after this HCF topic is very important thing. What we understand is, if two numbers, consecutive numbers, if the numbers are side by side, automatically the HCF of those numbers will be 1, not more than that. You can just simple, I just took very simple example. You can just go for a big example like 100, 101 also. For 100 you have so many factors. 2 50s are 100, 2 25s are 50, 5 5s are 25. Whereas for 101 is a prime number, so automatically it has 101s are 101. And here we will write 5 1s are 5. So we have only 1 is the common factor, that is nothing but your HCF here. So in this way we can say that the HCF of two consecutive numbers is always 1. And what is the next thing we found? Even numbers. Not only this even numbers, if you consider any other even numbers, consecutive, I am saying about consecutive, compulsory the HCF will be 2. Why? Because the divisibility rule of 2 itself is saying that if the last digit is either 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, nothing but those numbers are even numbers. Yes or no? So then we can say that those numbers are divisible by 2. Right, students? So in that way we can also say that those numbers belongs to even numbers, and the HCF of those even numbers will be So the HCF of two even numbers, consecutive even numbers is 2, and in the same way HCF of two consecutive odd numbers is 1, like how we can find out the HCF of two consecutive numbers. Okay students, I hope you all understand today's class, and we'll meet you tomorrow's class. If you find this video is useful to you, just please share it with your friends.